Hey, how you going everyone? Hope everyone's been good. Hope you enjoyed the last video. Thought we would get on to the next one, which we talked about in the comments on the video of the last one of what we should do next, and we decided, as well as you guys commented and inboxed us, valve springs. We're going to do valve springs. I know it's been a while, probably should have done them a long time ago, but we're going to get that done and see how we go. Old Sammy's in here, looking good. Oh look, Jake's here.
Hello! What's
Yeah.
the break?
I didn't break nothing. We're going to do my Father's Day gift. Oh, I'm going to do it. You don't have to. So, we weren't planning on doing it, but then obviously it's Father's Day on Sunday?
I think so.
I think it's Sunday. So my awesome fiance has bought me a set of valve springs for it. I wasn't going to waste the money on, I wasn't going to spend the money. It's not wasting it for now. Jake's a little bit pissy because he hasn't got valve springs yet. Soon, we'll be doing his soon.
Haven't got a gearbox for valve springs.
Yeah, that too. I don't really either, but we'll see. We'll see how she goes. I drive her pretty gentle on the shifting side of it. Yeah, I'm nice. I think I'm trying to convince myself here. I do give it to it, but I don't dump the clutch and stuff like that. So, valve springs, we've got 105 pound LS Beehive types of jobbies. So I'll pull them out. I'm sure you've all seen valve springs before. So yeah, just a 105 pound job. No double valve springs, unfortunately. They didn't have them in stock currently, and I don't have the timing chain set up for that anyway. Double row timing chain and 130s would have been good, or 150s at least, but we've got to do what we got to do, I guess. So chuck them in. I've got my LS valve spring compressor tool here, very handy if you're doing lots of LS cam packages and stuff like that. I do have to make these a little bit narrower for the Ecotech. It does bolt up, which is very finicky, and I might take a little bit out of this too, as the width between the LS and the Ecotech is a tiny bit bigger. And then you're looking how much there?
Some things.
Yeah. So this is where we got them from, guys, if you want to go get some yourself. Performance Wholesale, it's pretty much called, yeah. So they're only cheap, 138 bucks. Can't complain with that. PowerTech valve spring LS1, 105 pound at 1.8. Beehive. Not bad, not bad. 12 bucks each. Not a bad price, really. So yeah, Performance Wholesale. They're in, if you're from Queensland or Gold Coast, they're in Slacks Creek, so not too far away. Oh,
They're huge.
oh, that's a good difference. So that's LS1A.
Stock LS1 valve spring and a 105 pound valve spring. Quite a bit of difference there.
Beauty. Nice. That's what we want. Well, I didn't think there'd be that much difference. We'll put it on the bench so you can see the height difference.
That's a lot.
Look at that. That's a freaking decent difference. Pain in the ass to see. There we go. That's a decent gain. It's very good. So it should add a little bit of pressure. And just got to wait for Sam to cool down. Obviously it's morning and I just drove in, so a little bit ago, but get him cooled down, chuck the fan on him, and gonna have some fun. Looks like a bit of a pain in the ass. Oh well, we'll do it. We're going to bring you along for the ride on this one anyway, because obviously the stuff we've been filming lately, we've already done it in previous videos, so we've just been skipping through. Apart from the exhaust the other night, that was just a pain in the bum. So we'll bring you along for the ride, whether it be a time lapse or something like that. So here we go. Alright, rocker covers off. Look how clean she is on the inside. To be fair, it's probably because the E85 is washing it right out. But I'm going to video the first one, just on normal, so you can see what's going on. Maybe learn a little bit. Probably not. And then from there on we'll just do the time lapse again. But yeah, we'll get this first two off, I should say. And we'll show you how to do it. All on you, buddy.
Let's get him.
More power, baby. Hey, you don't want to mess these rockers up either, so the way you pull them off, put them back on. Where can I put these zips?
Clean. Right there on the dirty toolbox.
She's an eco, mate, and we'll love it. Rockers off. Then we got this little handy dandy tool, which I've never used on an eco, so hopefully it works. Goes in, plugs into your compressor, puts the piston, normally turns the motor over and pushes the piston right down, bottom dead center, but holds the valves up seated. So when you pop the collets off and the retainers, the valves don't drop in. I do know of some people that do them and don't use this method and just try and wing it. Not a good idea, guys. Not unless you want valves in your bore. So use this little tool. Not sure where you pick it up from. I think you can make them. I think it's like a compression tester kit with just an airline fitting put into it. It's probably the easiest way to make it. And before you start trying to move these or whatever, just get a nice soft blow hammer. Give them a tap around the sides of the retainers. That way it frees them up. Keeps everything nice and free. That way when you push down, the collets should just come straight out. Doesn't always work, but it helps. There we go.
Cool.
Have 130 psi motor. I didn't drill these bolt bits out, so we'll have to see how they sit. I have bolted them up to them before. It's just a very tight fit, and it's ugly when you screw them in, so just have to risk it for the biscuit, I guess.
Biscuit.
See what I say? Yep. You want to make sure they're nice and tight so you don't pull the threads. Where's that other little tool? There.
He's been put on the bench.
So you can buy these tools from comp cams. I think I bought this one from. Bloody handy, makes the job so much easier. You can get cheaper ones, little hand ones, but you'd be lucky if they don't fail before you do the whole set of valve springs.
Then you risk getting shot in the face with a valve spring.
Or if you're holding your hand over it, freaking chopping your fingers off. See, look at that. That's why you always give them a tap. Push it straight down. Oh, that one is anyway. This back one's a bit friggin' dodgy. I don't know. Let's push him.
Ah!
Yeah, don't do that. You go down there. Yeah. Don't need to squash them all the way. Just enough to get your collets out. Get your little magnet. You gonna come off? No, gonna need some persuasion. Okay. I need to go down a little bit more. That's how that ought to squash. One
And two.
This one's needs a little bit of persuasion as well. Come on, buddy. There we go. Number 4. So that's that. Get your ratchet. Undo him. Comes back off. There you go.
Bam.
Valve spring off. Valve spring off. Alright, and another thing we were thinking of, we'll compare an LS, one valve springs to that 150 before, 105, sorry. Let's compare. Did you put it back in, did you?
Yeah.
So,
Stock Eco, stock LS,
and then a 105. That there, you see the difference. That's the difference between the three, guys. So just stock LS, any LS apart from the blue ones, which is LS6. They're they're 90 pounds. Apparently stock LS is around 75 pounds or something, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
74
so, yeah.
pounds. Eco's the same pretty much, apparently. I don't think they are. I think they're a little bit lower, like 55. And then 105.
As you can see, the stock LS1 is slightly higher than an Eco one, so even a stock LS1 valve would be a very small upgrade on a stock Eco valve spring.
Valve spring, yeah. Yeah. So it should be a good little upgrade, guys. Let's grab 2 of these. Make sure these retainers fit in.
Nice.
A little bit wobbly. What are they like in that one? Not too bad. What's an LS retainer like? Pretty much the same.
If anything, the Eco one actually looks tighter.
Yeah. The only difference is that
That one's on the floor.
yeah. I think the LS is a tiny bit wider.
Mm-hmm.
So we might just use the LS one. And what collets are we going to use then? I've use the LS collets too, just to make sure. Alright, so we'll be doing the 105 pound springs, LS retainers and LS collets. Just so everyone knows in case you want to do it. It's a very budget thing to do. It's not hard, it's cheap, and it's a good insurance mod. So we'll do that. We've got to pull these out and clean all these up. You don't need to see that. And then we'll get back into reinstalling those ones. Those springs, the new ones.
Yeah. See y'all in a minute.
So we've got our valve springs, stock LS retainers, stock LS collets. Get to it. Much lower.
These are very big.
Hopefully they're not like the LS and you have to unbolt these and then wind them down with the thing on the... And you do the LS 150 or 160 pounds that we've got in the Ute and the SS. They are much bigger. Hey, this has got LS, so these should line up perfectly now. But they don't.
Is it because it's modified for Ecotech now?
No, it's just not. No, not. I think it's the actual position of this. It's not far enough over. And especially for the LS friggin' retainers. No, it's sharing shit the bed. I'm gonna use the ratchet for this because not here. Nope. We'll have to modify this a bit more. Alright, time for some mods, guys. Our LS comp cam valve spring tool is a pain in the ass. Try and tell me it's not made for eco. Give me 5 minutes with the grinder.
Fab time.
So you see what's going on here? We haven't got enough room over this way. So we need to do some modifications. This one's fine because this one needs to go that way anyway. It's just this one needs to lose a bit of weight. Aha! Alright. So we didn't really get to modifying it. We just tried it again with 4 hands. Managing to get it to work. So we're going to chuck you up so me and Jake can do it. We'll get it done. Oh, actually. No, you can film this
one while you...
Yeah. Never mind, change plans. Jake's just going to hold it for now while we do this one, and then we're going to go back on the time lapse like we planned. I've got my collays. You just have to chuck the camera down while you undo it, I guess. One Mr. Collet. May have done that one a bit too low, but the other one's definitely higher. So we'll do this one first. I'm trying. He's sort of sitting in position. This is probably the most finicky part about it. It's relatively easy, just finicky. Look at that. Job done.
Woo! Let's go do skids.
All in there. Nice. Alright, last part of the job. And once we get that off, I guess. Ooh,
Freshies.
nice. So, give them another tap. Make sure everything's in place. Good. Sam's on his way to having 105 pound springs. 105 of them.
Nice.
Alright, now to repeat that process another 5 more times. So that wasn't too bad. All in there. Nice and shiny. 105s are in. So now to do the fun side. I really should have done that first. That was the easy side. Now we've got to try and work around turbo, wastegate, intercooler piping's got to come off. Exhaust is going to be a pain in the ass. Yay! Yay! But get into it, get it done. Might just leave this one. Use to see what's going on for filming on this one. Any questions? Leave them in the comments. We'll be sure to fill you in. I did stuff up and I forgot to switch the airline over from what 1, 2, 3, cylinder 3 to 6, and almost dropped a valve, but Jake caught him just in the nick of time. Just rushing to do it. So don't rush. Take your time when you're doing things like this. And yeah. I'll just do this other side. I won't worry about filming it. If you have any questions, like I said, leave them in the comments. And then we'll get back to you when we're about to start it up. all done. All done and dusted, all back together. Done this side. Didn't really have any drama with this side, did we? It was a bit hard to get the airline into the spark plug holes to hold the valve shut.
The old flip manifold section.
Yeah, but managed to get it in enough threads for it to hold. Plug the airline in. This side's all done, back together. Need to give it a clean. I got dirty grease marks all through the engine bay now. Rock cover's a bit dirty. But other than that, new springs are in. Old ones are here from this side. Other old ones are over there. So yeah, let's start it up. See if it makes any sort of difference. I doubt it will on idle. Might be a bit noisier. No real difference at all on idle. Do need to go up the road and get some fuel. Might give it a bit of a pull when she's warm. See if it makes a difference up top. See if we have to chuck in fuel, full fuel or something. We don't know whether they were opening before or not. We never had any misfires, but we'll have to find out. See if it might even make more boost. Maybe. Who knows? It should technically make 21 PSI, I think. That's what I had it set to. Let's see how we go.
And if they were opening, theoretically we should be making a little bit more boost, because it's not just going to be flowing straight out the turbo.
Yeah, hopefully, because they say all the forums and Facebook and stuff like that reckon 18 pound and they start opening. And I think they're talking about 18 pound through a little turbo.
Some people reckon 14, 15 pound and they start opening, so your guess was as good as ours. We just thought we'd finish it, get rid of it. Have no potential worries of open valves. Make all of the ponies.
So now that that's done, and we make sure the tune's all good, we've done multiple big pulls on it. We haven't had any more dramas, no more maybe lean spots up the top. So after we've changed that dodgy airflow meter, so we'll make sure it's absolutely perfect, and we'll try once again. Oh my god, what's the date?
The date?
Is it September?
Yeah.
I think the ute was booked in yesterday for the tune on Wednesday. Uh-oh. I have to look at my phone. Sorry guys, I just thought about that. Pretty sure it was the first.
Yesterday?
Pretty sure it was the first Wednesday of first Wednesday of the month. Oops.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, Benny.
Sorry.
Don't hate us. Even though you already hate us because we brought you two ecos.
Yeah, I just thought of that, guys. Sorry. What was I saying? Yeah, so we'll take it back to Benny if we're allowed. And we'll see what she runs on 20 to 22 PSI. If it's not high enough, we'll turn it up more. For sure. See what the limits are. Everything's safe as, it's got plenty of fuel. Doesn't have bugger all timing in it, but yeah. Alright, let's get her off the hoist and go for a drive. Yay. Let's go. We have no fuel. We're literally on the red line. Nice. Wonder if we were thinking that. Probably should have plugged it out. You know me.
Still got a little more than what that thing's.
Dude, what, guys? I fixed my handbrake. It's all good. Couple of clicks and she's on.
Time for the drifties.
I was just driving full load.
Well, nice enough to put it on the trolley at least.
Yeah, nobody even bricks. Back down gear, on scale, off scale, kaboof.
I feel like I need a new steel belt in my knee. It's a bit grindy. You really feel good.
The wheel bearing's cool.
It is actually. It's getting very loud. Bad wheel bearings don't like doing high speeds at the track.
I was like, what? You never taken it out of the track, but there was that one time.
Yeah, that one time at track camp, the wheel bearing died.
4-lane one.
Yeah. Marco!
Hello. Wap 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 wap.
Lol. It's never coming down. Never!
sure you would have heard it, but that was a big backfire. There would have been flames and all. Hopefully we caught it on the video what it made on that big rev, but I'm pretty sure, well, before it was making it to pretty much the T. It made it to the T. So that's like 23 psi. Maybe I need to turn it down just a little bit. Because that was, yeah, it made that really easy.
Back some pre-tension off the spring.
Yeah.
Might help the gate open properly too.
Definitely a good gain, guys. Highly recommend valve springs. Oh, Jake's next spot's gonna be the gearbox.
Yes. It's gonna be old. Next mod's gonna be a friggin' James Bond trick. Create an oil slick when my gearbox goes.
Super bloody happy with those valve springs. It's not like they're anything special, they're only 105s, but they're more than enough, as far as I know, to hold the valve shut now and take, what would be the word, take advantage of the extra power, extra boost, anything over, I don't know, I think what, 17 what it felt like for us.
Yeah.
Probably about 17 psi, and you could feel it dropping off, but it was still making power, but just not as,
A bit lazy up top.
yeah, it's just a little bit lazy, but we didn't know the difference, so we just put it down to that's what they feel like. But definitely night and day difference between the stock valve springs and them, considering we never changed anything and I was running a solid 21 psi. And now I'm pretty sure it wants to make above 23. We hit 23 multiple times. Does need fuel up top. Jake said he saw a 12.5, which is no good for the 85 and that much boost on a stock bottom end. So gonna put a little bit more fuel in up top and take a little bit of boost out, because I don't need it sitting up there right now. I'll probably bring it back down to so it sits between a solid 20, 22. I'm fine with that, but without knowing what we're sitting at torque and horsepower wise, I don't want to go hurting the bottom end for no reason, unless it's on the dyno. If it's on the dyno and we're setting pretty numbers, we'll turn it up. But for now, I think I'll be happy with that.
Yes.
Very happy with it. Thank you to my fiance for the present. It was good.
Don't need any peepholes in the block.
No windows for me.
But we still like to inspect our bottom end by removing the sump
Yes,
with tools.
not pistons and rods. Alright, we're going to call it here for today. We're not going to do any more to it. I'll just screw that wastegate back down a little bit. Or back off a little bit, not down. We don't want any more down. Down is up and up is down. Yeah, that's us today, guys. Cheers for joining in on the ride. Hope everyone has a great weekend if we don't see yous back here before then, but it's Friday afternoon. There's not much to do around here, so we're probably going to knock off. Go have a couple of coldies.
Get this friggin' video out for you guys to watch.
Enjoy.
Weekend footage. Oh, yeah.
In bloody joy, guys. See you next time.
Just remember, keep it straight.
Yeah. Only the best.